for another day. I mean, we've made the observation that in terms of messaging, sometimes events overtake the White House, and that's to be expected. So it can't say, well, we want to talk about the economy today and ignore everything else happening in the news. On the other hand, I mean, isn't it the job of White House officials to take those events and try to massage the messaging in a way that's favorable to the White House? And how do you think they're doing on that score?
Well, you know, I would really love to find out what it was that happened between Friday night and Saturday morning that made Obama decide to come out and clarify his comments on Saturday, which I think has been part of the problem here. And getting back to what Chuck said, though, about and Mark, about sort of a message fight on the left, what's fascinating is that there's also a fight on the right, because you have people like Sarah Palin and Newt Gingrich using this for political purposes, or you know, if you don't want to view it cynically, they're harping on it. But at the same time, there are people on the Hill in the GOP establishment who really don't feel like this is a good message for the GOP. They want to stay focused on jobs.
Right.
Hey, you know, Mark, I guess you're also one of the better pop culture observers out there. Can any president stay on message in this media environment anymore?
That's a great question. I mean, I think probably, I think you have to define message very, very differently in this atmosphere than anything in the recent past. I mean, I think if you're going to make a comparison to Bush, you could say that, in a sense, 9/11 gave them a built-in message to just sort of operate from for at least 3 or 4 years, certainly through the president's first term. Right now, I mean, I think the Obama campaign, or the Obama team, is playing very much without a script. I think clearly, you know, any White House in this day and age, whether you have the best message people, the best press people, the best operational people, is going to be overwhelmed by what's coming at them. I mean, I think what you're seeing in the last few days is they have found a somewhat of a true north, which is more of a campaign mode. I mean, it's much easier to message in a campaign, as they proved in 08, and as they, you know, seem to have hit a different stride now as the president goes out and campaigns more. But I do think that there is no playbook for this. I think that if David Plouffe were in the White House now and he were writing a book on how to message and how to, quote, campaign within the White House, he would have a very, very different place to start.
All right. Mark Leibovich from the New York Times and Jon Ward, who wrote about this issue in the Daily Caller. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.